No, you're not listening. Why would you say, why would you say, why would you say, why would you say, why would you, listen, why would you, why? Now right here is what you call one's fourth attempt at rebuilding a relationship with their ex. How's it going, you ex? Why would you, why, no, you're not what? Well, that's irrelevant. What you need to know is that this type of thing only happens to a lover. Bro, I definitely forgot to text this girl. God damn. Which one is better? Is it over here or over here? Like, which one? This is a painter. Simply put, a painter is someone who would rather a depiction of love, not love itself. Just like some would rather have a painting of a cabin on a snowy night and not actually be in a cabin on a snowy night. The painter doesn't see true love as the end goal, therefore doesn't prioritize it as such. The painter just wants to feel something, anything, only for a moment. Which is why he has 10 different girls on his phone, all who he will cut off one by one over the course of 2 months. You know, I just want someone who's a good vibe, you know, someone I can, you know, laugh with, you know. I'm not really here for all the drama, you know, a little thick, you know, she gotta have a little, you know, a little meat on the bones. The hips, they gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I have nothing against, you know, skinny people. It's just a good time, honestly. That's what I'm looking for. You can see how the painter doesn't really have his priorities straight when it comes to love. What, beauty doesn't matter to you? If only he knew that beauty lies in one's character, not just one's appearance. Bless his heart. Man, if you don't shut your... Did you know a painter will ghost at least 20 people a year? Crazy, right? This is because they barely have the energy to waste on empathy and sentimental communication, and would rather just push things to the side. After all, they hardly attach to anyone, so it's never that deep in the first place. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just texting her. Damn, probably like last week, we made out. It was pretty cool. You know, she smelled pretty good too. Yeah, what was her name? I love her, but I don't love her like that. You know what I mean? Like, when somebody tells you they love you, it's hard to not say it back. Especially when you're as fine as she was, you know? I mean, honestly, you do what you want. Like, I don't... If you can hang, you can hang. If you can't, you can't. That's cool. We'll do some things, you know. I can be toxic at times. But, you know, I'll take care of you. You know, we'll have a good time. I'll show you some things, you know. You'll show me some things, you know. We'll do some things together. Here are the pros and cons of being a painter. With a painter, the stakes aren't high. You avoid real pain when you avoid real love. Kind of a pick your battles sort of thing. Treating love like a game is sort of like playing with fire. Through the temporary romance, you could be causing long-term damage to yourself. And as time goes on, you lose the motivation to find actual love, marriage or family. As those exciting no-strings-attached casual relationships eat up your teens, 20s, and eventually 30s. Sorry, I gotta take this. Yo, Lisa, how you doing? Girl, I will give you the moon and the stars, and the sun. Yes, I'll give you the mountains too. You want the crocodiles? Okay, I'll give you the crocodiles. This is a lover. On the contrary, a lover is someone who wants the real thing. True love, one of a kind, soulmate, one and forever, one and only. This is what a lover will put everything on the line for. Practicing traditionally romantic gestures, being sometimes embarrassingly passionate, the lover has no shame when it comes to finding the one. Some are so romantic it seems performative. You wake up and you realize that 50% of life is doing things you don't want to do. Whether you're waking up to go to school, or to college, or work. To live in this world, you have to give an unfair amount of yourself to it. Only to question if it was worth it in the end. But if you get to wake up next to someone who your eyes believe is the most amazing person in the world, and after a horrible day, you get to come home to someone who gets you, who makes you laugh, who makes you smile, who gets you, who cherishes you, and loves you unconditionally, you'd be a fool to question if it was worth it. I'm sorry, what was the question again? This morning, actually. Yeah, we've been going strong since last week. That's when I met her. It's funny, when I met her, she had told me she's never telling a man I love you again. But, fingers crossed, you know, if I say it enough, she has to say it back. I'm sorry, did you call me delusional? It's called faith and effort. I'm sorry. Love seems crazy, of course, in a world full of broken hearts. And we're all broken. We just don't want to admit it. I don't know a lot of people who would date a lover. Nobody wants real love. Nobody wants love. They want to feel loved, but they don't know what it means to actually love someone. So once it gets too real, they distance themselves. Which is, you know, it's happened to me a couple times. 12 to be exact. Although I'm sure Kayla's gonna text me back. Fingers crossed.
Here are the pros and cons of being a lover. A lover plays the long game, and because of that, they get a long-lasting win. If you're willing to go through the hardships, look crazy, and even at times be a little delusional,
fingers crossed,
most likely you'll find your person. Despite the premature statements the lover made,
if I say it enough, she has to say it back.
He has a point. There's not really many lovers in the world today, which means the chance of you falling in love with someone who thinks they're in it for the same reason you are, only to find out they won't and will never reciprocate the love and effort you give them, are unfortunately very high. But even so, you'll get yourself in those situations over and over again. Why? Well, because eventually,
you'd be a fool to question if it was worth it. I think we're gonna be together forever. And I wrote a poem for you. I wanna tell you the poem. You are the most incredible person I've ever met in my entire life. How many kids you want? I was thinking 3 personally. Yeah, we can go out tonight. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, we're not doing this. You hang up. Hang up. You hang up. Okay, I love you.
In this world, it's easier to be a painter.
I don't care about none of them girls. I don't care about none of them girls.
After all, there's more painters than lovers. The only question is, in a world full of painters, will you be the lover? And will it be worth it?